Hello everyone, and wow, do I have a good story for you guys today. So according to new reports, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made a huge mistake in their efforts to win over the American public, leading them to completely fail in the US and Hollywood, and also are now deeply unpopular according to new polling. And I have to tell you guys, this is a pretty juicy story. Essentially, a royal expert has come out and said that the Sussexes failed to start their quote-unquote normal lives across the Atlantic after stepping down from the royal family in 2020. As we know, the Harkles desperately attempted to force their way into the American celebrity space, attending publicised events, red carpets, and starring in Netflix documentaries. Of course, all part of their worldwide privacy tour, guys, staying nice and private, posing for all those paparazzi. However, and this next point is something a lot of us have been talking about for a while on YouTube and other platforms, but it is also coming out and being backed up by royal experts now, and these articles give some interesting insights about just how desperate the Harkles are and thus how much harder they are grifting. So, due to a series of misjudgments and badly timed and bad faith royal bombshells, it is said that the American public has now turned against them as well. Indeed, royal author Angela Levin has told The Sun that Harry and Meghan's constant hypocrisy and attacks on the royal family is why they are being blasted, and not just in the UK. The expert said, quote, "I think endless moaning puts off Americans because they like people who are go-getters rather than those who blame everyone else. They also don't like the attacks on the royal family, especially as they so loved and admired the late Queen." And of course, one of the most well-known examples of this is something that I've already alluded to in this video already, just because it's so popular and I personally love it so much, and that is the South Park episode featuring Harry and Meghan coming off a large plane with signs showing "We want our privacy" and "Stop looking at us" as they chanted similar things. People clipped that part of the episode, which was called Worldwide Privacy Tour, and a few other parts, and they went absolutely viral across the internet. And this has made Harry and Meghan somewhat of a laughingstock, not just in the UK, but all around the world. The Harkles tried to do a sort of revenge trip where they forced themselves to become, they forced themselves into the American celebrity space and go on all sorts of trips, etc. But they have been laughed at every step of the way. And of course, we saw how people do not take them seriously at all by the fact that they were given mid-row seats when they went over to Jamaica, for example, to watch the Bob Marley One Love film premiere instead of front row seats, and they seemed very displeased at this, being treated just like normal people, which is the opposite of what they are trying to do. Contrast that to Prince William, who even without Catherine the Princess of Wales at the moment, absolutely shone at several events recently, including the BAFTA Awards ceremony, where he sat front row, front and centre, with Hollywood A-lister Cate Blanchett, and thoroughly enjoyed the event before meeting winners afterwards. And it just shows the difference between Harry and Meghan's desperation and the more true and effortless class of the Prince and Princess of Wales. But then again, it was never much of a competition, was it? Royal experts also now say that Harry and Meghan are laughingstocks, and that a series of gaffes have reportedly seen the pair throw away any chance of maintaining a good relationship with the royal family. Angela Levin, the royal expert from earlier in the video, also added, quote, "Nor do Americans like their hypocrisy as seen in South Park. They say they want privacy and they keep appearing at award ceremonies just to get their pictures taken." She said, "By wanting revenge, they have thrown their chances down the drain with no coming back." And her words came shortly after a poll was actually carried out by Newsweek revealing that only 30% of Americans even like Meghan Markle. I mean, 30%, how crazy is that? I mean, it's not even far off how low it is in the UK, which according to the latest Statista polls rates at about 27% favourable popularity rating for Meghan Markle in the UK. So what an utter failure. I mean, all their efforts, and Meghan still sits at 30% in the US and 27% in the UK. You just can't make this stuff up. It's just absolutely abysmal for the Harkles. Harry, it was liked by about 42% of the public in the same poll, And while this is a bit better than Meghan, it's still even way below even half of the American population, and this was published the same week that Harry lost his High Court battle against the Home Office in the UK over his security arrangements. Yes, the petulant prince even moaned he was at a greater risk than Princess Diana before being denied taxpayer-funded security, according to revealed court documents. So not only is he having a tantrum over not receiving taxpayer-funded security, even though he's not a working royal, he's also dragging his own mother into this in an attempt to, win a court battle. And I think that's pretty gross, really. But he also claimed that wife Meghan Markle and himself had not been receiving the same degree of protection since quitting their royal duties, which, in my opinion, is pretty obvious, right? If you step back from royal duties and move across the Atlantic to America, obviously you're not going to be afforded the same level of security as full-time active working royals. It's just common sense. I mean, make it make sense, guys. These Harkles are absolutely insane. So anyway, yes, just wanted to bring you this juicy story today. So Prince Harry and Meghan Markle coming out by royal experts saying they are absolutely failing in the US, and these new polls coming out confirming that, and that their popularity ratings are abysmal. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Sorry I missed an upload yesterday. I was quite busy with family, so I will keep trying to upload daily and keep you guys informed of all the juicy royal tea coming out. So yes, let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like and subscribe as well if you enjoyed the video. You can also join my Patreon using the link in the description below for free, and there's 2 royal polls up there at the moment. I'm going to work on getting another one up soon and vote in those and let me know what you think, and you can also tip me a bit on there if you enjoy my content as well. And as always, thank you very much for watching.